Start now. A story about overcoming procrastination and fear. For many years, Adam dreamed of becoming a writer. He loved books, stories, and words that could touch people's hearts. But every time he wanted to start writing, he found an excuse. He said to himself, "I'm not ready yet. Maybe tomorrow." Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months. He watched others follow their dreams while he just watched. Sometimes, Adam sat by the window with his notebook open. The blank page seemed to stare back at him, silently asking, "What are you waiting for?" He wanted to write something great, something that would make people remember him. But fear whispered in his mind, "What if your writing isn't good enough?" So he closed the notebook and told himself he would start another day. But that another day never came. One morning his younger sister, Layla, walked into his room. She saw the notebook on his desk, still empty. "Are you writing your book?" she asked with a smile. Adam sighed and said, "Not yet. I'm waiting for the right moment." Layla laughed softly. "There is no perfect moment, Adam. You just start." Her words stayed in his head long after she left. That night, Adam couldn't sleep. He thought about all the time he had lost waiting to feel ready. He realized that he was afraid of failure, not of writing. He was afraid of people judging him, not of the work itself. He sat up, turned on his lamp, and opened his notebook again. This time he wrote the first sentence. It wasn't perfect, but it was real. He smiled. For the first time he felt proud, not because he finished something, but because he finally began. The next day he wrote again, and the day after that, he wrote a little more. Some days his words were messy and weak, but other days, they flowed like a river. Months passed, and Adam's notebook became full of stories. Each page told a piece of his journey, from fear to courage. One afternoon, Layla came home and saw him typing on his laptop. She asked, "Are you still writing?" "Yes. I'm not waiting anymore." Layla looked proud. "See, you just had to start." After a year, Adam finished his first book. He held it in his hands with tears in his eyes. He remembered all the nights he told himself, "Not today." Now he knew. Every "not today" had stolen a piece of his dream. When the book was finally published, he wasn't worried about fame or success. He was just happy that he had done what he always wanted. At a small event in his town, he gave a speech to young students. He said, "I used to wait for the perfect moment. But I learned something important. The perfect moment is now." He looked around and continued, "Don't wait until you're ready. Don't wait until things are easy. Start now even if you're scared." The audience clapped, and Adam felt peace in his heart. He understood that starting is always the hardest part, but it's also the most powerful. He smiled and thought, "If I had waited one more year, I would have lost another dream." Now whenever someone says, "Maybe later," he simply replies, "No, start now."